They will find you. There is nowhere to hide. Everything is about to change. A hero will rise.
Hey everybody, it's TechnicBackground. Welcome back to Ampz. This is the last video I'm recording of the night because as of right now, it is officially 4 a.m. and I'm tired. So this is going to be a 20-minute video. I just want to make sure I had enough content for you guys to push out over the next few days. So last time when we left off, we realized that we had gotten ourselves the wrong thing, although still perfectly useful, not correct. And so that said, we are going to need ourselves an enrichment chamber. Now, enrichment chambers are made with steel casings, 4 enriched alloys, 2 control circuits, and 2 redstone. Control circuits are osmium and enriched alloys. So give me a moment to collect some materials and I'll be ready. Alright everybody, so I am back, prepped and ready. So let's get this osmium ore in the furnace so that it can start smelting. Get ourselves some osmium ore. Multiplayer settings hidden. There we are. Alright. So that's going to smelt up some osmium. And we discovered that we're needing an enrichment chamber. Now, at the same time, I should probably head over and feed the animals and harvest their goods real quickly. So you know what, that is exactly what I'm going to do. So let me clear my chat. I'll set it to commands only and I'll disconnect, reconnect. Okay, great. Now I want to /home. Dang it, why is this not RG flag /RG info flag TPM play. Let's see here. I want to RECEIVE-chat deny. REC, I said. There we are. Okay, great. So we're all set now. We're not going to be bothered anymore. And so let's go ahead and harvest some farmy stuff and use it on our lovely animals. Now, last episode, our sheep did get blown up a bit, unfortunately. But I guess that's just part of life. So, this episode, we should be able to make this a thing. I think I lost my shears to a weird bug, glitch incident, unfortunately. But let's make this happen. Very good. Very good indeed. Awesome. Now, these cows over here, I can also kill and take their leather, but I want to breed them first. This is just going to become my cow pen because the other one got sabotaged. Now, I can also go and shear all of these sheep as well. Click. And there should be one more over here. So I'm going to finish this off and meet you guys back so that we can continue. Alright everybody, I am back. So what we need to do is we need to smelt up 2 of these into enriched alloys. Now, unfortunately, the battery box is having a really tough time keeping up with the power. So at some point we might need another heat generator. You know what am I saying? We can actually make another one right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, because we can't even get one ore out of this thing. I'd be better off to run upstairs and use my furnace. Actually, I think I'm going to have to because I need a few iron ore for this. Other than that, I'm all set. Because it needs 2 enriched and osmium, which I have all of the above. So I guess I'm going to have to cook 2 pieces of wood to get the 2 iron that we're going to need. Now there's 1, and there's 2. Okay, very cool. I kind of wish I would have never even made the coal generator, but you know what? If that's something you guys wanted to pursue, I'm glad I taught you how to do it. So enriched, iron, redstone in the middle, and osmium across the top. Now there's our heat generator, and we want to grab a lava bucket. And we're going to do just the same as we had done prior. Just digging back here into this area. Whoops. Not quite that area. Honestly, I wish I would have built this one farther back. And I guess I could make that change real quickly. See, I just gotta remove the lava, I guess. Now, the other thing I'm gonna need is insulation, because we have uninsulated cabling here, and we should be able to insulate that real quickly with this. Whoops. Okay, great. Now, somewhere a zombie is dying, but honestly, I don't really care. I'm just waiting for this lava to recede. Okay, there we go. So now that we are completely safe, we're going to break this guy, and we're going to extend this entire system by 1. Now that we have done that, we can run another wire right here, and we're actually going to need to grab a bit more in the wiring department. Oh, that reminds me, I left my copper, so I'm gonna go grab that as well, and I think, hang on, maybe I have it. I can never remember these things. Where'd my copper go? No, I left it. Okay, so I'm gonna go get that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I got my copper, and you guys know I'm not cheating because I had copper. Now, I have had to get a few items back because I glitched into this wire here, and then I died somehow. I don't even know how it happened, to be completely honest. So, now, I should be able to make a lava bucket into, but I don't want to do that. I'd rather use wood, to be honest. And all I need is 3, so we should be able to swing that. Now, the texture pack I will be posting in the description. I ended up making my own with most of the mods that I could find. You can tell it's a pretty extensive pack. I think I did a pretty good job. Alright, cool. So this copper is now done. We can run it through so it's cabling, and then turn this into insulation. Insulate the cabling. Awesome. So this is going to need a little bit of spacing due to the nature of the system. So exactly how this is going to work is there's going to be another one right here and here. So I'm going to go ahead and mine out these ores real quickly, because otherwise they'll just end up getting eaten by the lava, and there's no sense wasting. Okay, good, good. Alright, and now we need to make just like so, and what we actually want to do as well is to make sure that we have space for the entire unit to be surrounded by lava. So that said, it's going to be, the unit is going to be right here. So we need to make sure that everywhere, actually I can place the unit. Each unit is going to be right there, so we need to make sure that all around the unit is free for flowing. And then what I've found seems to work the best is to place the lava on top of the unit and just let it flow down. So that said, we can actually put cobblestone in a few places here. One of which would be here, and that should be it. Now, when we place this lava, we're going to want to protect these areas like that, just like so, and so. Now, if we have done it correctly, if we mine down this way just a bit, great. So it worked. We should now be producing 25 in each unit. Okay, great. So the fact that we are producing 25 in each unit means that everything worked as it was supposed to, which is honestly quite good. Now we are producing 50 megajoules per tick, which is actually a respectable number. Considering that this one produced, I have no idea what this one produced. However, it is definitely enough. Is it megajoules or millijoules? I don't even know. I gotta find out. I want to know. So it appears that it is joules. 25 joules per tick. So that actually is not too bad of a number. It could do to be better, considering we're measuring in kilojoules, but it will do. So now we want to make our enrichment chamber. So that's going to require 4 enriched alloys, which we're going to need to make with this. So the question is, how much does one smelt take? And will it resume if it doesn't finish? That's the other thing I would like to know. No, it doesn't. Okay, so it has to actually be charged. Now, on that note, the enrichment chamber is going to need 4 enriched alloys. The control circuits, so we're actually going to need 6 in the long run. So we need to make some more enriched iron. So we need to make some more iron. But in the meantime, to help speed things up, I'm gonna go grab some coal. So let me go do that, and I'll see you guys back in a bit. Alright everybody, we are back. So we are preparing the last bits of our enriched iron, so we're actually going to need How many enriched alloys do we have right now? We have 2. So how much enriched iron are we going to need? We're going to need, well, that would be 6 for alloy. So that means that we need 6 alloys, so we need to put 4 in. Alright, now that said, let's start working on the control circuit, which is osmium, which I will put in here as soon as these are done. Enriched alloy in the middle, surrounded by osmium. Control circuit. There's one. One. Come on, you can do it. 2. One more. Come on, you can do it. And we did it. Okay, great. So that's the 4th osmium. And our second control circuit. So we are going to need 4 steel, unfortunately. However, we can actually use this enriched iron to make steel now. Which is pretty cool, actually. I must say, it's also extremely loud. So these are supposed to actually charge as they go. So that said, I'm kind of interested to look into them and see how much they're actually producing now. It looks like they're actually producing quite a bit, and they just take time to get up to charge. So because there aren't any chunk loaders, every time I leave the server, it unloads. Alright, so here's the steel dust. We'll go ahead and smelt that now. And we are extremely close to our enrichment chamber. Very, very close. As a matter of fact, the next thing on our list will probably be a smelting factory, which requires gold dust, control circuits, enriched alloys, and an energized smelter. So actually our next thing is going to be an energized smelter. Steel casing, cobblestone, 2 control circuits, and glass, which actually is not bad. However, let's do this in the meantime. So we need 1 more osmium. And while this happens, we should start thinking about this. So the steel casing, we should actually make some more of the iron redstone combo. So, you know what, I'm actually going to smelt up some more iron ore. And we are going to put that into the metallurgic infuser and get ourselves a little bit more steel. Seems more efficient. 1 piece of iron, 1 piece of redstone. I think that is probably more efficient in the long run. Alright, so I'm going to stop smelting the iron, and we should be able to make this sucker now. 4 steel, 1 osmium, steel casing, 4 enriched, 2 redstone, 2 control circuits. Sweet! So now we have our enrichment chamber, which we can add to our line of tools. Put down our wire and put down the enrichment chamber. So now we should be able to double our entire resources. Simply could have been doing it sooner, but I did the wrong thing, so that's kind of my fault. However, before we wrap up this episode, I would like to get an energized smelter made, because that would be awesome. So, steel casing, our osmium should already be done, as a matter of fact. What is this out of? Is it out of coal? It must be out of coal. Yeah, there we are. Sweet. Okay, so we are going to need some more steel first. We're going to need 4 more steel to be exact, and 1 osmium. That is so loud. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm actually going to swap this out and work on the osmium now so that we can be using it to its most efficient capacity. Okay, there we go. So now we have osmium dust, and I want to smelt that, which actually smelts quite a bit quicker too, so that's pretty cool. And that'll give us an osmium ingot, so we can put that there. Surround it with these. Now the only other thing we're gonna need is to run upstairs and grab either sand or glass, whichever one we actually have. And if we have neither, then, is there another way to make glass? Okay, I know there's another way to make sand. Okay, so it's cobble and a crusher. I can totally do that, because I have a crusher now. So if I put cobblestone in a crusher, it's going to be extremely, excruciatingly loud. So I'm going to stay over here. However, it is going to get the job done. We got sand. Now, I think we need 4. Is that correct? For the energized smelter. No, we need 2. Okay, well that's easy. Let's crush up 1 more cobblestone. That is so loud. It's so loud. Okay, cool. Now all we gotta do is smelt these 2. So the glass, now the control circuits are osmium, and so we're gonna take our osmium that we've been dusting and put it in here. Now we're also going to need a few more enriched alloys, which hopefully we have. No, we do not. So we're going to need to take 2 more. Cool. And now we need to wait for this to get the enough amount of osmium, which should be 8, I believe. Because each one is going to need 4. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so 8 osmium. I stick this in there, and we're all done. So, while that happens, let's take a quick inventory. So we have 5 diamonds. What else do we have? So we are actually running a little low on materials. However, considering we've done all of this mining, like from scratch, that's pretty good. Okay, so let's put that in there now. And as soon as that is done, we will be able to make our energized smelter, which is quite cool. Actually, what I'll probably do is sideline this guy right here. Oh, well, that was dumb. It was in the middle of making something. That was really stupid. I'm just gonna go over here and be in shame. Okay, it should be done by now. This is so loud. You know what? No, I'm done with you. You're so loud. Okay, so energized smelter. Alright, so we need that. Surrounded by these. And we should now have everything we need. So, cobble in every corner. Glass on 2 sides. Alloys on each side, and a steel casing in the middle. Is that correct? No, it's control circuits. Silly me. We did it! The energized smelter. So let's replace this guy with this, and we'll see just how well it does. Stick some iron dust in there. Well, I can tell you one thing. It certainly is louder. That's for dang sure. Jeez. So, that's the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to stick this stuff in to run. I'm just going to go, like, sit in the corner of, like, a safe building kind of a thing. Is kind of the idea. Beyond that, I've been TechnicPacMon. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content just like this. Leave me feedback in the comment section down below. I love to get feedback from my viewers. I absolutely love it. Beyond that, you can follow my Twitter at TechPacMon. As soon as our domains are done transferring, the server should hopefully be back up. The Ampz server that I am on is free for you guys to join. I will also be posting the texture pack in the description of this video. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.